Hi, my name is Doria Murphy. I wanted to talk to you today about the patient education resources that are available through the Medbridge program. So to log on to Medbridge, you'll go to the internet and you'll enter medbridgeeducation.com. This will take you to Medbridge's website. If on the right-hand side at the top, there will be a sign in button. You'll click that and you'll enter your credentials. And when you log in, it'll take you to this page that I'm currently on, which is your patient dashboard. Now to get to the patient education materials, you'll go up to the top header, move to the right, and you will click under patient education. The two options are home exercise programs or patient education. So I'm going to click home exercise programs, and this is going to take me directly into creating a new program for a new patient. So on the left-hand side, this is showing me the exercise libraries, and you can see right here that I'm on the exercise tab automatically. There are over 6,000 exercises currently found in Medbridge, and you can filter these exercises. There's lists, simple, body, or text. The computer will remember the last time that you chose a filter, and when you log in, it will select that same filter. So the last one I used was lists. So I like lists because you can go down to specialty, and if you are in a specialized clinic or practice setting and you want, say, pelvic floor exercises, they have that broken down by women's and men's health, or pediatrics is another example. And if I want to clear my search, I just hit remove all in the center here. You can also search by joints, and you can do upper or lower quarter, spine, abdominals, or TMJ. And if I hit lower quarter, it gives me hip, knee, ankle, and foot as choices. If I decide I don't want that, I just unclick it and it'll remove that. If I go to simple, it divides it by body categories here on the left. And my choices will be a little different depending on which body category I'm looking at. So ankle and foot is going to have things like this 4-way ankle. Whereas if I go to the elbow and hand, it's going to have putty exercises, resistance bands. So your choices are a little bit different. If I go to lumbar, it's going to give me lumbar roll, foam roll, stretching, medicine ball, etc. Then you can further select by body position. So if I want maybe stabilization in standing, then that's going to narrow it down to 42 exercises that fit that search criteria. I can remove all of my filters, or I can remove one filter at a time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of them. The other way that you can filter is you can go by body. This will give you a diagram of a person, and you place your cursor over the muscle group that you're interested in. So I can just click shoulder, and now there's over 1,000 shoulder exercises displayed. This shows you the front of the person. If you click on back view on the bottom left here, it will flip the person, and then you can look at lower leg muscles, back muscles, etc. Okay. Another option is the text filter. So this gives you the word description of the exercise. You can also break it down by body region using these pick choices at the top. The supine bridge is highlighted, and so if you go to the bottom, there are illustrations of somebody doing a supine bridge. Okay, I'm going to go back to list. I'm going to type in, you can also free text if you're looking for a particular exercise. And I'm going to type in just single leg stance here. There we go. And anytime you want to see more information about an exercise, I'm going to pick this single leg stance here. I can just hover. It'll give me a written description of that exercise on the right-hand side. If I want to look more at that exercise, I just click anywhere on that thumbnail picture, and it will open up the box. This particular exercise has a video associated with it, so if I click the video, it will begin. This video is only 22 seconds. It's not playing, so I'm going to pause that. You can also click back to the thumbnail pictures. So we've got the starting position and then the ending position. You can also mirror the exercise. So I can click mirror exercise here and it will go left to right, right to left, or back to the video. Let me try it again, see if it'll play.
Begin in a standing upright position with your feet together and your arms.
Okay. All of the exercises will have a basic description that Medbridge has provided, and it has in here setup, and then the movement, and then tips. You can click in that box and you can add additional information. So maybe I want to put, do not brace one leg against another. It has the frequency that they've preset and then the number of sets, reps, and holds. So you can click in any of those boxes and change that. On the top right, it has English or Spanish. Some of the exercises will give you the option for a Spanish version and some will not. If I click Spanish, it will automatically translate the pre-scripted text that Medbridge has provided, but it will not include the extra information that I had free texted in there. I'm going to switch back to English. Okay. And then at the bottom, it says custom exercise notes. So I can also add free text notes up here. And then you can also add a new parameter. So I could click add new parameter. They want me to name the parameter. So I could click in the box and I could say breath. And maybe I want 5-second breath. And then I have to click save as the default parameter to save that for future reference. And then at the bottom, I can click add to program. And now it has added single leg stance over here on the right-hand side under my exercise program. Okay. Another way to add exercises, you can see right here where it says drag and drop here to add to program. So if I wanted this exercise, I just click on it, drag it, and drop it right in there. And I can change my frequency, reps, etc. right from this box as well. Okay. All right. So you might want to, if you see an exercise that you like and you might want to start as a favorite, I'm going to go back over to the single leg stance and you can see that the star is empty. If I click the star and fill that in with the yellow, then I have selected that as a favorite. So on the left-hand side under exercise libraries, there is a favorite exercises. If I click there, I've selected 19 exercises and the single leg stance that I had just added is right there. If at a later date I decide I don't want to include that exercise, I just click it again and the next time I refresh, it will come off of my favorite exercises. Okay. Then on the left-hand side, you can also upload an exercise and you can have your practice setting exercises listed there on the left. Okay, so we've got an exercise program that we have started over here on the right-hand side. If I want to add additional exercises, like I said before, you just click and drag, and then you can customize them. If I want to open up here and I want to add a parameter, I'll just say breath again, just as an example. Probably doesn't even make sense for this example, but when you do save as default parameters, that sets the default just for you. It won't affect other users. And then click save. Now, if you don't see an exercise that you're looking for within Medbridge, you can use these little tabs here at the bottom that say can't find the exercise you need. You click on that. A little text box opens up that says what exercise are you looking for? Please provide a detailed description and or links to any references for our team to review. We appreciate your feedback. So you click in the box and you enter the exercise that you're looking for, and you could add a further description, and then you would click Send Feedback, and the Medbridge representatives will respond within 2 business days, and the team will advise you whether the exercise exists, maybe under a different name, or if there is in the queue for them to film that exercise. Medbridge continually adds to their exercise bank. Okay, I'm on my All Exercises library, and I'm going to select just a couple of stretching exercises for my patient. And if I wanted to save this as a template for my patient, I could choose Save as Template on the bottom left here. When I click that, it asks me for a template name, so I'm going to say lower extremity stretching. I'll say stretches, and click Save. Now, this particular exercise program that I've created, if I want to email that to my patient, there's an email button at the top here, or a text button, or a print button. So if I click Email, a box pops up. It allows me to enter the email address of the patient, and then I have to check the box that says that I have confirmed that I've asked the patient if I have their consent to send the home exercise program. It tells the reader what platform and to use the access code below to access the program, and then I would click Send Email. Or you can select to text the program. Click there, you would enter the patient's phone number, you would confirm that the patient has given you their consent to send the home exercise program. It would send the text message above with the link, and then you would hit Send Text. Or you could print a hard copy to give to your patient. The other thing I wanted to note is that it says Instructions, Add Program Notes. I could click this button right here. It gives me a free text box, and I could say, remember to not hold your breath during stretches. Save, and then my notes, any free text notes like that, would also be saved. So now I just added those program notes, so I want to this time I'm going to select Save. It's going to give me a pop-up box in the center, and it wants to allow me to paste this information into the patient note. So currently, and we don't have plans for this in the future, but Medbridge does not link in with Epic. So what you can do is, this has all of the instructions of the exercises that were given to this person, so I could hit the copy button. This will highlight everything, and it has copied all of this information to a clipboard. Then I can open Epic, and when you go to run your note, when it's in that Word document format, you can right-click and select Paste to enter this information into your note, or you can use Control-V, and that will also enter the information into your note for documentation. Anytime you save an exercise program, it will automatically update the patient's portal with the latest version of your saved program. But again, you can also decide to email, text, or print off that program with the revisions as well. If you have a specific video or image for an exercise or a patient education resource, you can also upload that into Medbridge. So to do that, up here in the top header next to Home Exercise Builder, you can go to either My Exercises or My Patient Education to begin the upload process. So I'm going to click My Exercises. And I would click Upload New Exercise here at the top. Or you can use the hyperlink right here as well. So I'm going to click that. I would choose my exercise name. You could upload a video, or you could upload pictures, thumbnail pictures of your patients, of the new exercise. It gives you on the right-hand side here the basic outline of the written description, and so you can just free text to add information here. And when you're done, you'll click Save Exercise. If you go to My Patient Education, it operates much the same way. You can upload new patient education either at the top or below. You click it. It wants you to label your patient education. And you can upload that via either video, or if you have PDF information, you can upload it in that manner as well. And you can provide a description that you can free text on the side. You can also add pictures, and then you would save your patient education. Okay, now I'm going to click back on the Home Exercise Program Builder. And we looked at exercises, but I want to show you the templates. So templates was right here on the right-hand side at the top. So there are 107 templates that are pre-populated in the system. On the left-hand side is your table of contents. So this is demonstrating all templates. So these are listed alphabetically, but you can use the down arrow to sort A to Z, Z to A, or by date. If you see an exercise program that you like and you want to make that a favorite, the favorite button is on the right-hand side. It works just like the other exercises. You just click on it and it highlights it in yellow. If I go over to the bottom left-hand side where it says favorite templates, now I had added the Achilles tendonitis dorsiflexion stretching and it's showing up, and then I had some other favorite templates listed there as well. Again, if I want to take that back off, I just uncheck it. There's also a My Templates on the left-hand side. So there's a few more templates that I sorted and picked. So you can have two different areas where you can kind of create your favorites. Then you have your practice setting templates. There aren't any listed there. And then these are specifically just Medbridge. So there's 100 that Medbridge pre-populated. And then I had added 7 more of my own. These work just the same way. If you want to add it, you can just click and drag. And that adds all of those exercises. Or you can click the Add button on the right-hand side. And that added all of those exercises on the right. From there, it works just the same as we demonstrated before. I could add program notes and free text items here. I could customize all of these fields for each individual exercise or stretch. I would save my document at the bottom, and then I would go up to the top and I could either email, text, and or print this information for my patient. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the patient education materials. So in addition to just exercises, if you go to the center and click patient education, there is a library. They have 395 resources for educational materials. So if I click shoulder impingement, there is a video of shoulder impingement.
So the tendons of the rotator cuff muscles.
So this one is just 33 seconds long, so they're very short videos. It has a written description. The language, this one is available in either English or Spanish. And then there are thumbnail pictures, the front left shoulder blade, impinged structures, and then the muscles in the bone. If I want to click back to the video, you just click back to video. At the top, edit resource name. You can even change how your either the education is exercises are labeled or how the patient education. I'm going to click that and see. So sometimes there'll be some that have alternate definitions, alternate names here, or you can create a custom one. And if I want to add that to the program, I just click Add to the program on the bottom right. Now I'm going to click on BPBV, and I'm going to go to that Edit Resource Name in the top left corner. If I click that, this one does have an alternate name, so I can click there, and it will expand out to benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. I hit Save, and it updates that for the patient. Like I said, you could also free text, if you wanted to free text a name, a label for your patient education and or an exercise. Okay. One other thing that I wanted to show you is from your home exercise builder here. If you want to add that as a favorite, you can go to your toolbar in the top left corner and hit Add to Favorites bar. Just click that, and now I have the Medbridge exercise builder right there. So the next time that I'm on the computer, I don't have to type all of this in. This will take me right to the program. All I'll have to do is go over to the Sign In button, enter my credentials, and it'll take me into the system. I've given you kind of a quick overview of the basics of the Medbridge patient education and home exercise materials. You will also be getting an email that'll have the Quick Start User Guide and Best Practices attachment so that you can print that off if you prefer. I also wanted to demonstrate up here in the top toolbar, there is a tutorials key. If you click that, I'll take just a second here. If you're looking for something specific about how to build an exercise program, how do I share that with a patient, how do I edit an existing one, etc., there's other tutorials that you can take that go over the information a little bit more in depth. But I hope this gives you a good start. I'm excited. The Medbridge program is really got some nice educational materials for our patients. Okay, thank you.